It's time for the main event. It's the Shoe Shine.
¿Qué onda, vatos locos? Damas y caballeros, it's your boy Dave in the 702 coming at you for a special Shoe Shine Sports Edition on a Monday afternoon with the big homie Vince.
Yo. What's happening?
Good to see you, man. Thanks
Good
for
to
having
see
me
you.
over.
Always a pleasure.
Shout out to the Man Cave 702. Make sure you guys subscribe to him on his YouTube channel. We're also going to be trying to go live. Shout out your Instagram channel.
702 man_cave.
That's what's up. Good to see everybody here. I'm going to post this on Twitter. Good to see AC Walker. What's good with you, man? By the way, I love this new addition here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it says Man Cave right there. The more neon, the better. Neon, I mean, any man cave, bro. You cannot have too many beer signs, Modelo, whatever. Anything neon looks good.
Yeah, look at that one. I
Light
just
it
got
up.
that because it's Vegas for Super Bowl.
Oh, I got to show that one later. That's
Yeah.
the Super Bowl we just had here at
Yeah.
Allegiant Stadium. Thanks, everybody, joining us live. Saludos to you guys on a beautiful Monday afternoon. The drive over here was great, bro.
Awesome.
I was telling you, I got to share with you guys now. Usually, you guys see me wearing glasses and stuff, right? I've been wearing prescription glasses. But I finally had this eye surgery, the cataract surgery, bro. Cowboys. I finally had this cataract surgery, and it's crazy, bro. I was practically driving over here blind. For those that don't know, most of your grandmas or your grandparents are going to have cataract surgery, but I somehow went blind in this eye with cataracts. So they take it out. They take out your natural lens. They suck it out, and then depending on what you want to spend, they implant a fake one. So it's like I got a robot eye. So now I got one amazing eye, which I was blind in, and really one left crappy eye. Like this one sucks, Vince. And so they put a contact lens in it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna pay what it is, dog. Whatever it costs, make this eye as good as the new robot eye. So I'm gonna have surgery again for that in a couple of weeks in January, guys. They're gonna do the LASIK on this one, and I'm gonna shout out my surgeon in Las Vegas because if anybody has issues with their eyes, man, my surgeon so far has been incredible. His name's Dr. DeBry, Nevada Eye Surgery Center in Henderson. Amazing what they could do, man. Amazing what they could do. But speaking of surgery, also, Vince, I wanted to let you know that I just got a text message from Drew Evo, our co-host, my regular Monday night co-host, Philly Irish Drew Evo. He just had a surgery today, and he did talk about it, bro. He said he had sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Sleep apnea. And last night I went live. I was trying to talk about this famous YouTuber named Adam the Woo and how I was trying to make a relevant point to Drew. There's just speculation right now. Like, you're not supposed to drop dead at 51 years old unless maybe you have a heart condition you didn't know about, a stroke. But guys, I'm telling you, sleep apnea is very serious, bro.
Yeah.
Sleep apnea. In fact, I may develop it. Drew had it pretty bad, and they've got technology now where they put an implant right here, like a pacemaker, and whenever he stops breathing at night, boom. It's gonna wake. It's gonna like.
Would it die? The battery die or something?
Well, no. When the battery dies, they just recharge it, just like a heart pacemaker. But it's amazing technology, and I'm very happy for my boy Drew, who I said, hey man, do it, bro,
Get well, Drew. We miss you.
do it. You got good insurance. Do it. Take the risk because the technology is amazing now. And going back to that guy Adam the Woo, who's probably one of the most successful YouTubers ever. They don't know yet. We're all waiting. Could be 2 weeks or whatnot. But people die from sleep apnea that don't even know. You just, especially you're not married. You don't sleep in the same bed with anybody. And it's just one of the possibilities, man. But get well, Drew Evo. Thank you for everybody joining me. Let me bring up the comments section here.
That's my boy right there. His name, Smart World. He's an Eagle fan too. And he's from Philly too. But he's living in Colorado right now.
Yeah, shout out. You see that mashup that I did? AC Walker, let's talk about studio beats later, Adam. Maybe you can come up with a theme song for us or something, man. I'm serious, man. AC Walker got some skills on the mic. That'd be great. So, Drew's getting healthy, so hopefully we'll hear from him. But, Vince, let's talk about last night. Unbelievable. You text me that it was a shootout.
Hell yeah.
It's probably going to be the best game of the 2025 season. Unless next week's better.
But your last game you guys played, he got off too.
We still got one game. My team, the 49ers, have one team to go. But just an incredible NFC West. And let me give a shout out to everybody who's a Chicago Bears fan, because there were some hate comments in my comments today from Chicago Bears fan. Listen, you guys got an incredible. They drafted an incredible talent.
Yeah, the quarterback.
That quarterback's going to be something special. Yes. That's a guy you're going to build a team around. And they're dangerous.
Yes, they are.
They still could win the entire NFC Championship. Just because they didn't succeed in that last play doesn't mean
the defense shows up. When it shows up, man, they're
oh
tough.
Man, that defense showed up with the pick six right on the very first play.
Shoot!
I was shaking my head, going, no, this is not the start you want. Oh, unbelievable back and forth action. Not a game where both defenses, The 49ers, I'll just be frank, everybody knows that we don't have our two-star players, Nick Bosa or Fred Warner, all Pro Bowl type players, the type of guys that lead the defense. So we don't expect them to stop the Bears, who do have a good defense. Number one in interceptions, and in fact, they do a really good job at sacks and pass rush, which the Niners have none. They're the last. But when it came down to it last night, they were able to stop them. So you talk about Pat McAfee?
Yeah.
You watched Pat McAfee?
Yeah, he's awesome.
I saw a little bit of Pat McAfee today, his reaction, and one comment that struck a note with me, right? And you're laughing too. So I'm like, he says that he's been seeing a lot of social media backlash. Excuse me, the ringer's on. He's seen a lot of social media backlash from white folk, and Pat McAfee's white, about they have said that Purdy looks like a goofball, or he looks goofy, or cringe. The word was cringe, that he looks cringe doing the Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me. I, for one, when he busted out that first Dougie a few weeks back, I thought he looked pretty good doing it. I thought he had swag. I said, okay, he's feeling himself. That's Bay. Like they say in the Bay Area, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Okay. Pat McAfee brought it out there. My wife overheard the comment and she said, he's right. He does look stupid doing the dance. Maybe he did. Vince is in agreement. Does Purdy look dumb doing the Dougie? Should he learn another dance, or should his teammates do the Dougie with him? I mean, he don't look that bad. Come on.
Unless they put him in the middle and they all get around so they can't see him do it.
Okay, because I think it's a good luck thing at this point. I think with Purdy now, the dance is working. If you change the dance, you might bring some bad luck upon the team. However he looks. Oh, by the way, shout out to everybody in Vince's Instagram. Feel free to address them if you want.
We're going to talk boxing.
We're going to get into some boxing. But really quick, was that the game of the year for you?
I hate the Niners, but last week they looked good too.
Was it a fun
Remember
game?
I told you, I said he looked like Joe Montana.
Well, we talk boxing. For fight fans who are fight fans of boxing, it's always fight of the year. And the year is over. We just had the last great fight. We had Inoue and Nakatani on a Japanese card. You didn't even watch it, and that's important to note. A lot of people were not able to watch it. One, it was pay-per-view. The second, it was in Saudi Arabia, which meant you had to wake up on the West Coast at 4 or 1 in the morning. It started the card. But we talk about fight of the year. So was that Niners game the best game of the year? Because
I don't know. I think there was some
more
to come. I don't know.
You think Week 18 could produce one?
Or I don't know, but shoot, there's been some good games.
The Cowboys were in a good game. You guys ended up in a draw. That was a pretty good game too.
Or when we beat the Eagles down by 21.
Sometimes fight of the year, you'll say it's because a fighter was down on the card and he comes back with a knockout. Yeah. So this game that we saw last night was back and forth. It was never one guy was down. It was never one team had to come back miraculously to come back with in the fourth quarter down 3 or 4 touchdowns. This game was just 80 points of sheer offense.
I like games like that.
I loved it. I will say the Rams, who are extremely credible threat and still could win the whole NFC West. They are a powerhouse offensively. The 49ers and the Rams had an incredible game, I think, on Thursday Night Football. That was also a contender. But for now, I'm going to just say, yes, I enjoyed that game. It was my game of the year.
Yeah. Well, if you're a 49er fan.
Let's talk about we're in Vegas.
Beautiful Las Vegas.
If you're a Vegas Raiders fan, and we know that most Raiders fans come from California. We got a lot of transplants like me. And I love repping Northern Cali and being a proud Californian that moved here. When I go to the supermarket and I like the other day, I said, man, I ran into the biggest Samoan dude. He was wearing all 49ers, and I'm like, bro, I know you from the Bay. I know you from the Bay. Come here, bro. We started talking football at the Vons. But you see, this is the Raiders city, too.
Yeah. Well, no, it's everybody's city.
It's everybody's. It's a transplant city. The Allegiant Stadium is for everybody. That's why if you go to a Raiders game, there's probably more fans.
You can wear your colors.
Yeah, you can. You couldn't do that in Oakland.
No, you get beat up. But to me, the new Raider fans, they're no good.
Hey, there we go. Our camera is back. So the Raiders are on track to be the worst team in the NFL, and Max Crosby was benched.
That's dumb.
I love watching Max Crosby play. He's a hell of a player. I'm hearing today that there's rumors that the Cowboys may want to work a trade deal. And we know Jerry Jones has a history of making incredible defensive trades. We share one of the greatest defensive players ever. Not only Dion, my wife said Dion, but Staley.
Charles Woodson.
Haley, excuse me.
He's a monster.
Haley, who left the 49ers on bad will, is the only other player to have as many Super Bowl rings as Tom Brady, who now is in charge over there at the Las Vegas Raiders organization. They're talking Max Crosby. If the Cowboys want him, I think they got enough money. But the Niners want him bad too. But the point is, he's not really hurt, and the 49ers benched him. The Raiders benched him.
Yeah. Do you see him shooting baskets? He's got a messed up knee.
Man, he got an incredible mansion out here. Yeah. And I get it. He doesn't want to leave Las Vegas. He likes it here. I like it here. An NFL player who makes that kind of money is going to say, I don't want to pay taxes. I don't want to go back to California. Maybe I don't want to go to Texas. You got to pay state income taxes in a lot of states. And he's got a beautiful crib, cater made to him with a basketball court. He was playing hoops on Instagram. Yep. He said, I ain't hurt.
With a bad knee.
They just want that number one draft pick.
NFL should take that draft pick away from him.
Yeah, shout out to Wally Coyote. Great to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope I had my cataract surgery. I hope that your holiday season was excellent. Good to see you, Wally Coyote. Not today because I want to showcase. We're not going to do vertical here. I just want to showcase this awesome pad that Vince has.
He should have came in with the patch and be a Raider.
So the Raiders are on track, and you got the Raiders here.
Yeah, trash. This is trash.
They're on track for that number one draft pick, and the Raiders are most likely going to go with Mendoza, right?
I think they're going to get the guy from Oregon.
What is his name?
I don't know.
I'm not watching him much, but
he's okay, the quarterback. But whoever comes here, they're going to be horrible anyways because they got to rebuild and they got to build that line. So if Mendoza's smart, he would not come here because he's going to be running for his life.
So everybody wants Mendoza, but you nailed it, man. They're going to have to build around him,
line.
And he needs an offensive line, or he's going to have a really bad rookie season.
He ain't going to last long.
He's going to have a really bad. I'm all for it. You know, the Raiders made a great point. They know that the Raiders have a large Hispanic Latino audience, and that this guy speaks perfect Spanish. Yeah. He could be their franchise quarterback, but they got to build around him.
It's going to be hard.
This is interesting, Vince. Check this out. I'm going to put it up here. This was really interesting to me. Most viewed NFL team by states, and this is regarding ratings, television ratings.
All right, well, at least we got one in there.
Shout out, bang. No, Texas is a huge state. You also take Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It looks like you take Oklahoma. The 49ers take California, Nevada, Arizona, Oregon, Utah. Incredible. The only team that has a larger market. As you can see that, the only team that has a larger market as far as ratings with their fans that spread is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs have eight states. Incredible. The Raiders are not even on the map here.
The who?
The Raiders aren't on the map in Nevada. Come on, man. I hope it's not going to be like that when we finally get a baseball team.
Nah, baseball's different.
Oh, man.
Way different because the Raider fans, they've been losing since after the 90s.
Yeah.
So they're used to losing. So
I made a decision, and let me know if you want to go with me, man.
Yeah.
Just make a man bro date out of this. But I want to go to the Oakland A's opening game. I don't care what it costs.
I'm down like 4 flat tires on a dump truck.
I don't care what it costs.
I don't care where I sit. I don't care.
I don't care what it costs. I want to go to the game. I talked about that character, Adam the Woo, who was one of the best YouTubers. He made a video that touched me about a year and a half ago. When they shut down the Oakland Coliseum, he went to the last game and he vlogged that experience. Wow. And that video almost, I mean, I shed a tear, bro, because I used to go there as a kid, and he wasn't an Oakland A's fan. He was a Tampa Bay Rays fan, but he got to chronicle it, and he actually like picked up the vibe of everybody there, and that shit made me tear up. I'm like, wow, you know, like that's it. Yeah, that's awesome. It for that stadium. That's it for the city of Oakland. Unfortunately, they don't have any more pro sports. Sad. So maybe we'll do our football picks later this week if you're available. Maybe obviously we could hook it up and do week 18 picks. But I wanted to get on to some breaking boxing news this morning that was very, very sad. It's been a really sad year, Vince. A lot of good people have passed away. Even recently, I just mentioned Adam the Woo, other YouTubers, people that we knew in our own community. Maybe you have family members out there. But Anthony Joshua, former heavyweight champion of the UK, was in Nigeria. He's of Nigerian descent. He's a UK citizen, but he's visiting Nigeria. And I guess it was this morning, guys. Yeah. It's absolutely horrific. He lost two of his closest friends. There's the footage, a picture of the wreckage. Anthony Joshua, from what I was seeing, was sitting on the right-hand passenger side, and it looks like he lost two of his closest friends.
One of them, his strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah. It's absolutely tragic, guys. Great to see you, Jose El Compita. I appreciate you being here, man. Anthony Joshua, who just fought on Netflix and knockout. Maybe you will include it in knockout of the year for 2025. But it's pretty hot there and humid, man. His friend right there, and that I believe his friend that was sitting to the side of him passed away, including the front passenger. And as you can see in the wreckage, horrific wreckage, that they had no chance.
They had a video of them playing ping pong too.
Yeah, they did. They had let me see here. Maybe I got this. I'm going to try to play this, guys. I'm using my laptop here. We'll see if that... You guys could see the footage right there of Anthony Joshua being pulled from the wreckage. Unbelievable. Yeah, Jose El Compita, absolutely. Life can change so quickly in the blink of an eye. It's like... More than ever now, I realize we're not promised tomorrow. No. So, like, we literally need to make the best of, at least attempt to make the best out of every day that we're given an opportunity to by God, our creator on this planet.
Yep.
And it's like going back to that creator I was telling you about, Adam. That guy lived his life to the fullest every day for the benefit of people on YouTube. So it was quite inspirational, but he just came off an incredible performance on Netflix. He's been out of the ring for a year, and now it looks like we don't know if he suffered any injuries, but emotional. Emotional.
I think he's done. Because you mentioned you're in the car and two of your buddies from.
I'd be messed up, bro. I would be so messed up for the longest time.
I would quit.
And one of them was his trainer, and the other one was his strength and conditioning coach. Yeah. Unbelievably sad, man. Just everybody pray for Anthony Joshua. And I pray for everybody out there
and their families
who've had a hard time this year, especially right after the holiday and going into the New Year's, man. It's unbelievable. So, yeah, prayers for the ones that passed on. Unfortunately, a horrible, horrible situation.
Hey, the heavyweight champs on my thing, Samuel Peter.
Yeah,
remember him? Heavyweight champion. There he is. He's on here.
Shout out to Samuel Peter. Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
You need to come to my man cave and we can interview you.
Absolutely.
DM me your number or whatever, and
we'll make sure we'll make sure we got some good food for him.
And bring some belts so we can show off the belts. Because once a champ, always a champ.
So, Vince, you mentioned you didn't see the last fight of the year.
No. And I tried my fire stick.
It was difficult. The last fight of the year, Inoue. And I see you got this amazing, I'm looking at the poster up there. You guys won't be able to see it, but Inoue versus Cardenas, Sunday, May 4th. We didn't even know each other yet, but you were there.
Yes.
I was there, Cinco de Mayo. I got a short on it. Go back to my channel if you're new to the channel. Watch the short. I made a video about being out there. It was, that fight had an incredible vibe, bro. They had, the way they closed off the top sections of the T-Mobile, but then everybody just like, I've never been to a fight that had that kind of energy. It has such
crazy.
It was such a good, positive energy. Your nephew, Emiliano Vargas, was on the card.
Won his first belt.
And he got a first-round knockout, which had to have been special on Cinco de Mayo fighting at T-Mobile.
I love it.
I missed it only because I took my sweet time getting there, and I thought, I'm like, I just want to watch him fight, but it was over so quickly.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Like he says, he don't get paid for overtime.
A lot of people are going to go back and forth this year about who is the fighter of the year. And I would say, you know, if I gave you 3 fighters of the year.
That's what I said.
Let's show everybody. Go to, it's on your Instagram, right?
No, it's on my just photos.
So Vince is showing me he's about 4 seats back. Oh my God.
I'm right there.
This guy, you know, I didn't have anywhere close to seats to those, but I enjoyed my experience, man. Me, Fonzie, and I posted that. Like I said, I got a video about it. It was a great show. Cardenas got a knockdown in that fight. Inoue's only time he's been down this whole year, but the undisputed champion Inoue defended his title 4 times successfully this year.
Yeah.
It puts him in my running for fighter of the year. He beat Mexican fighter Picasso this week, and he schooled him. There was a little bit of controversy. I want to ask your opinion about that.
Wasn't the last one that did that was Larry Holmes?
Yeah.
I love Larry Holmes.
If we're wrong, let us know. But there is some historical significance to that because it has not been done in a very long time to be an undisputed champion and defend your title 4 times. You would think, hey, that's fighter of the year, but something else very special happened this year where your other nephew was on the same card on another significant holiday, Mexican Independence holiday. If this didn't happen, I'd say Inoue is fighter of the year. But Terrence Bud Crawford went up 2 weight classes after a very lengthy layoff and did the unthinkable. And dethroned Canelo Alvarez as the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, becoming undisputed in a 3rd division. Nobody's done it. Nobody has ever done it. And he only fought once this year. If I had to make you choose between Bam Rodriguez, who beat 2 undefeated champions this year, Naoya Inoue, and Terrence Bud Crawford, who is your fighter of the year?
Bam.
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 I love Bam. I love Bam, but why Bam?
He's just badass, and he don't leave the fight to the judges. He don't beat you. He don't beat you down.
Jose El Compita says, I want to see Bam and Inoue absolutely
Robert said, yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think it's going to happen in
The end of the
2026.
year. Yeah.
It's going to happen. It's going to be the biggest
And
fight.
I hope they don't fight over there. I hope they fight
The only
in the middle.
The only issue holding it back, bro, is the fact that they want the Saudis, Turki Al-Sheikh, they want Nakatani Inoue first. And Nakatani moved up to 122. Did not look as impressive to me as some people were saying. I think it was a draw. You could have even given it to the Mexican fighter.
But it's hard to look good every fight. Sometimes you have bad fights and good fights. It's hard.
He also went up in weight.
Yeah.
And he finally isn't the taller, stronger. Every time, he's now gone up how many? Now I'm talking about Nakatani, including Inoue. They've gone up so far in weight that they've well exceeded Bam Rodriguez now in terms of weight. They're not going to look amazing every time you go up in weight. You're not.
No.
You're not going to knock it. And they're getting to the upper threshold of their physical limits. There's going to be a strong argument if you have Inoue versus Nakatani first.
I would like to see that.
If Nakatani beats Inoue, then you don't get Inoue versus Bam.
Well, we'll get the other one.
Or you get it the other way. You get
Round
Nakatani
robin.
versus...
Yep, let's do it.
Everybody wants to see Bam fight both of them. Just fight both of them, right?
But you know what's funny about that? Like, when Amado was sparring, he was looking incredible when he fought this bum. If he would have fought the way he sparred, Amado would have finished him fast. But, since that talking got to his head, he just fought different. As long as he got the W, who cares?
I didn't get a chance to talk to you about that fight, but that was a big fight the same weekend as the Netflix fight between Anthony Joshua. That was like, I'm not going to call Jake Paul an influencer YouTuber anymore because he's kind of a real boxer now, but he pushed himself to the limit against Anthony Joshua. It all happened the same weekend. It was like, okay, this is like the best of influencer boxer, but I don't think you would call your nephew an influencer boxer.
Oh, and hell no. And I hope
you'd call him a real boxer.
Yeah, I hope he don't go that way.
So amazing opportunity to go to Dubai.
Get that money.
Everybody probably has Dubai on their vacation bucket list if you could afford it. And he got
Especially
paid
when
to
they
do
pay
it.
and they pay for it. Shit.
Shout out to them for that, man.
Hell yeah.
A win is a win.
Yes. Ugly
is-
wins. Who cares? It's a
You,
win.
you think Dean the Great goes on? He carries on?
I don't know. He just got to be careful.
Did-
When
did
wherever
not
he
so
walks
great?
around, he better watch out where he walks. I think they're gonna jump on him.
If you guys don't know, there was a lot of controversy. That weekend it was controversial because their press conferences get a lot of social media, like so much more social media than even regular boxing gets recognition, right? And he made a controversial statement attacking Amato's mother, which is like, hey, there's things that are off limits
Yes.
everywhere. Decorum.
Yes, moms are off limits.
Whether it's pro sports or regular life with your coworkers, there's things that are off limits. He crossed that line.
Yes.
And it felt kind of like there was some racial undertones, which it's not going to make a better fight, man.
No.
It didn't make a better fight.
No.
It made it a kind of an ugly fight where there was a lot on the line. And we don't need that. We don't need that in 2026 to sell fights. You know what I mean? It was bad enough to me. We talked about this so much on our show here that Mayorga back in the day and Nicaraguense who went after De La Hoya to get under his skin, attacking his wife.
He got on Fernando's skin too. Everybody he fights, he gets under his skin.
It was his tactic, right?
Yeah. Smart guy.
I mean, wives, moms,
Yeah, you can't
kids.
do that. Like I was telling my daughter, I said, when I was growing up, we never said the MFer. Because you say that, you're fighting. Because you never say that about somebody. Even though you're not talking about their mom, you just never say that.
Beat that in the chest. Says, I give Jay credit. He took that punch from Anthony and the jaw was broken. Sheesh. It was an incredible punch. And the look on Jake's face when he realized that probably his jaw was broken. It was like his mouth was wide open. It was like, whoa.
You didn't follow the script. You see, Mike Tyson said he would like to fight him again.
So speaking of following the script, there was a little bit of controversy that a lot of YouTube content creators or social media content creators regarding the Inoue win that I really wasn't really aware of, that there's been controversy with Inoue and his hand wraps.
Yeah, I seen that. They curled up. What the heck?
So the story is Picasso's team did see something they didn't like, and they asked the boxing commission there, hey, have him rewrap it. He did have to rewrap his hands.
Yes.
The only reason that they would have you rewrap your hands is if there is an inconsistency against the rules. So that there was something
it looked
there.
Weird. It looked weird when I saw it.
That's all I'm going to say. It looks weird.
Yeah.
And how many times has he gotten away with it that maybe it might have been favorable?
Antonio Margarito.
Oh, man, that was a whole nother level,
They took
man.
him
The
off and quit knocking out people.
But, it could be deadly. Inoue is a big puncher.
But I blame the people's trainers because you're supposed to go there and watch
Yeah.
them wrap
Oh, yeah.
their hands. If you don't go there, that's your fault.
Absolutely. You got to have your team watching.
Yes.
And I think Picasso's team did a good job
Great job.
because if there wasn't an inconsistency with the wrap,
He probably got knocked out.
they would have said, nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Continue.
And he probably would have knocked him out.
So, shout out-
Bam's going to knock him out. Watch.
Yup.
Because Robert ain't going to cheat.
So I talked about fighter of the year. Yours is going to be Bam.
Yes.
And I would never give this accolade to a fighter who only fights once a year, but what Terrence Crawford did was so incredible, and now it's shaking up boxing for forever.
Did you see him? He was on a Kick with some guy on Kick, famous guy, and he said who his hardest fighter was Gamboa. Who?
Really?
Yes, like Gamboa. That's
See-
what Crawford just dropped off my list. Gamboa? Come on, man, Gamboa.
Here's the thing, bro, with live streamers on Kick and whatnot. And there was some crazy stuff that happened. A Kick streamer this past week, ran over another Kick streamer and almost killed him, right?
man.
Here's the deal. You had Puka from the Rams go on the same
that guy.
platform
Yeah.
and get in all kinds of controversy. Kick streamers are not ESPN.
No,
they're not sports journalists.
No.
You're going to get yourself in trouble one way or another on these. And they're trying to appeal to that Gen Z young audience because so many people watch Kick now, the younger folks. But at the same time, like, if I was a manager of a high profile athlete, I would not let you go on those channels, bro.
No.
You do something stupid and get
But
caught
they
up
probably,
like
they probably
Puka.
broke him off 10 G's. Those guys got money.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Puka, he apologized and whatnot, but there was an athlete that punched a fan Metcalf.
But that fan was heckling him last year. They got the reports and everything. So that fan's jacked. They're probably going to ban him.
So Metcalf was going to lose a huge bonus, right?
Yeah.
Have they reversed that?
He's probably going to get paid regardless. He's probably going to play this Sunday because the NFL's rigged. And this is going to be a good game because winner gets the championship or whatever.
I heard it was $45 million.
Yeah, it's a lot. Ain't that crazy? But that fan that heckled him, they made a report on him last year. Same fan. So he's done. He lost his season tickets. And he's going to say, I don't like that team no more. Big dummy.
So let's go back to boxing for a moment. You got your fighter of the year. I've said mine. I want to do two more.
Okay.
We haven't discussed it yet. Fight of the year and also contender prospect of the year, whichever one you want to do. So let's go with fight of the year. Does Vince have a fight of the year for 2025?
A whole bunch of good ones.
There's some good fights.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot.
You want to think about it? I'll give
I'm
mine
going to think
first.
about it. Yeah, you go for yours.
All right, I'm just going to say, it was on the Terrence Crawford fight with Canelo Alvarez, and it wasn't the main event.
Oh, yeah, that was a badass fight. Those two guys just going at it.
You know, Christian and Billy.
They're before Junior.
Yeah, Christian.
They need to run that back.
And the Guatemalan fighter.
That was a badass fight.
Only a 10-rounder.
Yeah.
And I was completely disappointed that went only 10 rounds. It should have been a 12-round eliminator.
Yeah.
Because it was a draw, and I have no idea. Lester Martinez, who trains with Terrence Bud Crawford, that was my favorite fight of the year. I mean, they gave it from the first round, beginning bell. They gave it everything they got.
It looked like a Mexican and Puerto Rican fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Although Lester Martinez, shout out to him, he's the only Guatemalan high-level boxer.
He's badass.
I
forgot about that fight, but that was a badass fight.
I want to see it again. Run that one back. There's been a lot of great fights, guys, obviously, but that one deserved to go 12 rounds. And, obviously those two guys could potentially be super middleweight champions in 2026. And Billy's going to get a crack at it, I think, first. I think he's got a mandatory. He might be the next, one fight away from becoming a super middleweight champion.
That'd be nice.
Contender, prospect. Usually, prospect is a guy is right before you're, being in a position in a title eliminator or a contender status where you're on the verge of a championship fight, man. Do you have a prospect or a contender of the year?
I'm going to say Emmy.
Now, do you think Emmy won that title? Wasn't he awarded that in 24?
But it was a WBC, like the one that looks like a paper plate. But it's a WBC. He's the champ.
He had a great year. Who
else? There's a guy named Kaipo. He fights out of Flamingo Boulder Highway Gym. His dad's name is Jason Gallegos. He's a badass fighter too. Kaipo's Gallegos.
Well, I got to check him out.
Yeah, he's badass. Southpaw.
So my pick is going to be another top rank fighter. You see his picture is Abdullah Mason, who is now the youngest champion in the world, who earlier in 2025 was a contender. He's beaten a lot of people at 135 to the full champion status, and he just got it done just a few weeks ago against Sam Noakes in a very difficult fight, a fight where the UK fighter made him earn this championship. He really made the kid. This was not like any of his other fights where he knocks people out early. He had to go the distance, 12 rounds. He's the newest 135-pound champ and the youngest, so that is my pick, Abdullah Mason, for contender of the year, because now he's champion. Let us know what you guys think in the chat section. Fight of the year, prospect of the year, contender of the year, fighter of the year.
What fight do you want to see in 2026?
I'm going to answer that one in just a second. That's a great fights we want to see in 2026. I definitely want to get to that. But KO of the year, do you have a knockout you remember this year? Damn. Knockout of the year. There's been some really good ones, too.
I've seen a lot on Instagram.
I need one of those Jeopardy. We should get a Jeopardy sound effect, bro.
Dude, you got to put it on here, program it.
I'll tell you which one was one of my favorites, man. This year, although Brian Norman Jr. got exposed by Devin the Dream Haney of Las Vegas, right before that, Brian Norman went to Japan and took on a heavy slugger in Sasaki and knocked out Sasaki with just one of the most incredible knockouts of the year. For me, you got to be high profile to get this award because people get knocked out in boxing all the time on small, even, club cards.
Yes.
So you have to kind of be high profile. It has to be a fight a lot of people saw. For me, it's Brian Norman knocking out Sasaki as knockout of the year.
I can't think.
You can't think of that one?
No.
Well, let's talk about fights you want to see in 2026. What is the fight you want to see in 2026?
Devin Haney versus Teofimo.
Oh, that's a great.
A boring fight would be Devin Haney versus Shakur. You'll fall asleep on?
Who follows it?
I don't know, I'm saying, because there's going to be a boring fight. The 147 division, the top 4, top 5.
147 has so many. This I saw today, guys. This is really interesting. Raleigh of Las Vegas says, I don't even know who Shakram Giyasov is. Well, that's a guy they want him to fight in the 147-pound division.
I want to see Rodis fight Manny.
So you got to think about that division is stacked, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned Teofimo. We're going to get a great fight to kick off January. This is the biggest card in January so far. Keyshawn Davis returns to boxing. He's now going to be at 140 pounds against Jermaine Ortiz, who gave Teofimo a good fight. I saw that. Bruce Carrington, now featherweight champion. Carlos Adames, super middleweight champion. A pretty stacked card. But you want to see Teofimo versus... You said it again? Teofimo at welterweight?
Where is that right now?
Or at 140 pounds?
Or you know what would be good too? Ryan, and I want to see Ryan and Devin Haney again, but with no clauses.
Does anybody want to see Raleigh Romero against Devin Haney? He said, hell no. He don't want that fight. He doesn't want to give him the fight.
Yeah.
They are both world champions at welterweight. That's pretty wild.
It's going to happen.
A lot of these people would probably go through Ryan Garcia. A lot of people wouldn't mind seeing Ryan Garcia versus any of these people.
I want to see him fight Devin Haney again.
But Ryan's going to fight Mario Barrios. That's a pretty good fight to kick off 2026.
I think Ryan's going to knock him out.
If Ryan beats Mario Barrios for that title, all of a sudden you got these three with a lot of Vegas local ties. You got Raleigh, Devin. You got a potential for any of these guys to fight each other and start unifying at welterweight.
That'd be cool.
Welterweight's going to be a very interesting division next year. A lot of people ragged on it, saying it was probably the least interesting or weakest division full of champions, but
I think 40 and 47 are always the best, and 54.
They have a deep history in the sport of boxing where people look forward to people in those weight classes, 140, 147, 154. Yeah. And 154 is on fire still right now. Still on fire. Personally, I want to see Inoue versus Bam really badly, but there's a big weight jump for Bam.
Bam could do it.
I think Bam could do it, absolutely do it, but it's him that's going to have to move up, skip 118.
Or maybe they might, you know how they do catch? No, but then he can't fight for the belt.
Yeah. We had a really interesting thing I wanted to tell people here. We were discussing great Bay Area boxing champions, and I want to give a shout out to Nonito Donaire, who just a couple of weeks ago, this past weekend, the Filipino Flash, who makes his home here in Las Vegas. He just fought for the 118 bantamweight championship again. He's been a 118-pound champ so many times in his career.
A sack of rice weighs more than him.
He just about dropped the world champion in Japan. He just about knocked him out. At 42 years old, he came this close in the fourth round to knocking him out and winning again another world title at 42 years old. Unbelievable. He came this close. So you got to, do you keep fighting? Are you good? I mean, what do you do?
I think you should retire.
But at the same time, that performance says like he's done that so many times, come so close to even beating Inoue. I think he broke Inoue's orbital bone or severely damaged it in their very first fight. He gave punishment. He punished Inoue.
Because he might be like Roy Jones. You know, Roy Jones had a good run, then started losing. You know?
He might be like Roy Jones, who's out of this world.
Yeah. But you know, towards the game, he started losing.
You know what trips me out? You know, driving here, you got on the left-hand side
The
on
big toilet bowl.
which toilet bowl? No, on
The Raider Stadium.
on MLK.
Oh.
On MLK, you passed this place, guys. It's called Bigelow Aerospace. Yeah, you never seen that?
I don't pay attention. Damn.
Bigelow Aerospace in North Las Vegas.
Martin Luther King?
On MLK, yeah. Bigelow Aerospace.
God. I'm horrible.
Why aren't you? They got the aliens in there, Vince.
What's up, Amado? Amado.
They got the aliens at Bigelow Aerospace driving to your house. That's where they store all the darn alien UFO remnants, bro.
I didn't know that. Oh my God.
I got a friend that's engineer in LA, and he told me, he goes, if you move to Vegas, you should try to work there. I was like, really? I was like, well, I'm not an engineer. He goes, well, you'd probably see some pretty cool stuff in there.
Martin Luther King and what?
Oh man, I forget. It was way before Craig. But anyways, yeah, they got aliens in there, bro. Like it's a trip. I just passed them and I'm like, what UFOs they got in there now? Bigelow Aerospace.
I never knew that.
That's mad off topic though.
Anybody knows? Send me
show Amato because Lucas Cattell was talking very highly.
Got off.
He left.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll let him know that you got that book. Shout out to Lucas Cattell, my boy from BoxingScene.com, who I gave Vince a copy of his book. It's called what's the name of the book? That's right. Inside the Ropes of Boxing with a forward. Okay, yeah.
They should put like crazy. I think boxers are crazy getting in the ring. You gotta be crazy getting in that ring, you know, or the cage.
Yeah, absolutely. So we talked about fighter of the year, knockout of the year.
I still can't think of knockout.
Still can't think of a knockout?
I keep thinking of the old ones.
I'm going to bring up my trusted bookmarks here and see if we got any more. You ever watch The Simpsons?
No, not no more.
I don't watch The Simpsons, man, but something happened after the 49ers game last night that I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if the audio will play because this isn't typically the computer I use, but this was crazy, bro. Los Tigres del Norte.
Contrató un doble con la cabeza de hierro y una panza bien grandota.
Los Tigres del Norte wrote a song for Bart Simpson for The Simpsons show last night. That's crazy. That's crazy. They wrote a song for The Simpsons.
Wow, what do they got for that?
You a fan of Los Tigres del Norte?
Yeah. I wonder what do they got for that?
Oh, man. Go back to this screen, guys. So that happened after the 49ers game. Vince, you still thinking about knockout of the year?
Yeah. Man.
Let me put up the schedule really quickly for January, guys. This is a big fight coming to Las Vegas, and I haven't asked you if you're going to go. It's in association with Matchroom Boxing at the Fontainebleau. It's the first big fight in Las Vegas of January for a title, man. Raymond Murataya of Robert Garcia. I got to see him fight in person at last year. He fought. Who did he fight, man? It was a very close fight. He fought the fighter who has kind of the eye, that lazy eye. It was a very close fight. Top-ranked card over at the Palms Casino. And I thought that guy kind of got the shaft on the scorecard, but that's just my opinion, man. But Murataya is a fantastic Robert Garcia fighter. He's going to be fighting the two-time gold medalist, Andy Cruz. This is going to be a really close fight. I mean, this is going to be a tough fight. I mean, this is a tough fight for Murataya because, I mean, Andy Cruz, have you seen who he's beaten?
No.
In his career? Beat Keyshawn Davis twice.
As an amateur or pro?
In the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
No headgear. I mean, his professionally, Andy Cruz is almost going as fast as Lomachenko as far as, Lomachenko got a pro fight in 3 fights, which nobody's ever. Bob has never done that for anybody. Yeah. But Raymond Murataya, less than 10 professional fights and already ranked high enough to get an opportunity to fight for one of the world titles.
I think you should wait a little longer. But
So that's coming up in January. A big fight I'm excited for at the end of February is Navarrete, El Vaquero versus Nunez, an all-Mexican showdown. Oh, my God, bro.
Where's that going to be at?
That's going to be, I think that's probably going to be, what does it say? Not to be honest, I don't know, but Navarrete has a long history of fighting in San Diego with Top Rank.
All right.
And this fight could end up in Phoenix or San Diego.
Oh, it's running Arizona. He always fights in Arizona now.
He likes Arizona. Shout out to everybody in Arizona. It's a great fight city now.
Yeah.
Phoenix, they got the casinos. They have a lot of local fighters. Jesus Ramos lives just, 20, 30 minutes from Phoenix.
They need to stay here in Vegas and fight in Vegas.
Yeah, we want as many fights as possible.
Yes. And I don't want them on. I want to be back on TV and not no damn apps.
Speaking of great Mexican showdowns, this is the current list of great Mexican champions. They're all great, but I got to watch Armando Resendez upset Caleb Plant of Las Vegas. That was amazing.
Everybody wanted Plant to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, Resendez did the unthinkable as an underdog. This is a fighter who's fought as low as 154. He's now been elevated to full champion. Rafael Divino Espinoza, the tallest featherweight champion. Wow. He was on that Inoue card.
Ain't Plant supposed to fight one of the Charlo boys, brothers?
That would be pretty cool.
Ain't he the one he slapped?
That would be pretty cool. Pitbull Cruz has got a title. Emmanuel Navarrete has been a multiple division champion for a very long time. Zurdo Ramirez, I'm excited about that because let's talk about that, man. Cinco de Mayo no longer belongs to Canelo.
Nope.
Is it a one-time thing or,
I think I don't know, man. Because how many fights he has? 2 more on the contract?
Does he still have the power to say, hey, I want to fight Cinco de Mayo.
He
Everybody
does.
else kick rocks.
He does.
To tell the promoters, everybody else got to. It's almost like he maybe let people know, I'm going to be taking extended time off.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Y'all can have that
I got
date.
September. I'll take September.
I think he's going to take the September rematch with Terrence Crawford.
I think Crawford's done.
But for Cinco de Mayo, we're going to have a mega showdown between David Benavidez.
Yes, can't wait for that one.
I'm excited for that one, man. Who's coming to Vegas? Yeah, my cousins told me. My cousins from California were like, we can't come for Christmas, but they're definitely coming for Cinco de Mayo, which means they're all going to ask,
Let's go to the fight.
Let's go to the fight.
Yeah.
How much are tickets? Where are we getting tickets? Who's got tickets?
Yeah.
David Benavidez versus Zurdo Ramirez, and it all remains to be seen who's going to be on the undercard. So speaking of fights, we didn't talk about this fights I want to see. This fight, they said it was going to be done weeks ago. Talking about Virgil Ortiz versus Boots Ennis from Philadelphia. Both promoters have been saying that they're close. Then you hear from Rick Miriagan, his manager, saying things aren't that close.
Yeah.
You get a lot of stuff on social media saying, no, it's not a done deal. I want to see that fight, bro. What is taking so long?
Well, where are they going to fight?
Oh man, it's got to be here in Vegas. It's got to be here.
But they can't be the main card. I mean, the main event.
So I saw that one of the promoters had a March date booked, but they haven't announced a fight. So I think that's the spot they're hoping for. But I think it's a main event.
You think so? I don't know if they could bring in all the people to a big arena. T-Mobile's big.
Let's be honest. Inoue did not sell out T-Mobile. Nope. They had to close the top off, and it was still a great fight.
I remember Teofimo couldn't sell out Mandalay Bay.
Not only that, but MGM Grand was a great venue for a fight for Virgil Ortiz.
It was beautiful.
Perfect. Or Mandalay Bay, which I don't like as much, but I mean, still, 11,000, 12,000 people. I think they could get the job done. I hope that fight, that's of top importance to a lot of people, I think, that are boxing aficionados. They want to see it.
Yeah.
They want to see it. The issue still remains, though. Neither of them have a title. And it's like, we talked about it. Do you risk having your top fighter who's not a world champion? Do you risk him losing?
I say no. I want him to have a belt and lose it with the belt. Oh, but not the WBC, so you have to get that guy all that kind of money.
They should both. Well, Boots Ennis has only just got to 154, but I feel like Virgil Ortiz should already be a world champion at 154. He should have been. Especially with Terrence abandoning the belts. Then there was
Boots and Terrence fight.
I think Tim Tszyu would have got. If you had put in Virgil Ortiz against Tim Tszyu when Tim Tszyu needed an opponent at the last minute, no doubt in my mind, Virgil Ortiz would have won that.
Destroyed him. Kids has been on him.
Oh, man. Did you see Tim Tszyu fight recently?
The last one, no.
So he's now with the Cuban coach Diaz in Florida.
He fought on a different day. That's why.
Yeah, but he did go the distance against a. See, that's the thing is he kept it low key. He did go the distance against a club fighter. So I don't know if he's really improving or rebuilding. A win is a win. You gotta get your mind straight after getting knocked out in those knockout losses. You gotta get confident again. So,
but I want to see Keith Thurman fight that tall dude. I forgot his name.
Oh man,
because that dude's badass. That tall dude.
Wile E. Coyote has a great piece of advice for us. He says that it would be great if we had a hanging mic rope on a rope. One of those that come down like this. I'm looking at
the mic.
Yeah, a microphone that comes down for announcing.
Ding ding ding.
And then the cable would be in our face, but that would be awesome, even if it was fake, Vince, and we just had one that was right there.
I got it. Just put the bolt in there,
and just hang. Even if it's a prop, a fake mic. So I appreciate everybody that's been here. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe to us. It's absolutely free. We definitely have some Fundora.
I can see him beat up Keith Thurman.
Oh yeah. What's happening with that fight?
I don't know. Put them under the undercard of Virgil.
Man. I wanted to share really quickly with you the power rankings for this week's football. There is no boxing this weekend, but we have two super football games on Saturday.
Yes.
Buccaneers versus for the first place in the NFC South.
And Steelers. That's another good game.
The Steelers AFC is when on Sunday?
The Ravens.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So we got 3 games that come down for first
Your
first
game,
place seed.
like that. Bite your nails like shit.
The Niners game is for the first place seed in the NFC, and for the NFC South. Both of those teams.
Do you yell at the TV when they mess up?
Was that?
Do you yell like no?
Oh my God!
You go crazy. Your wife looking at you like what the hell?
Oh, I heard the saddest story, and they I don't know if it's true, but there was a story that a 49er fan living in Florida.
Oh, I heard about that.
Unalived his wife and shot his daughter because he was upset about the Niners game on a Monday night. That's all I know. That's it.
I heard about that.
You can go to newyorkpost.com about that story. I don't know how they figured it. Unless he was dressed like me, I don't know if he was a Niner fan. And why would he be pissed anyways?
Hey, sports ain't that serious to me like that.
I once had a friend who was like, dude, my wife won't let me watch boxing. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah.
What?
I'm like, she controls the remote control like that?
He ain't got no.
She controls the remote control like that? Girl.
You got to ask her when you go to the bathroom?
I think that's what they were alleging happened in Florida. Like, she told them to turn off the game and put on the Discovery Channel.
Oh, heck.
I don't know. God bless that family,
That's
though.
crazy.
That's absolutely.
Can I watch the game now? I did my chores.
So we have it. It comes down to this Saturday, NFC West showdown against the Seahawks, who are in first place. You got a prediction for that?
If
I won't be offended.
I'm going to tell you straight out. The 49ers beat them more than once, right?
They did.
If they beat them again, if they meet up in the playoffs, Seahawks will beat them.
In the playoffs.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year.
There's something to that.
Yeah.
There's something to that. So the Buccaneers have gone. They went from being one of the best teams to start off the season. They absolutely owned the 49ers. Buccaneers versus 49ers wasn't even a question that the Buccaneers were the better team at that time. Ever since then, the Buccaneers have gone way down.
They're starting to do the dance.
They've gone way down.
Yes.
So, but it all comes down to the last game, man. Do the Buccaneers take first place, or is it the Panthers who the 49ers got over?
I'd see the Panthers. That'd be hilarious.
I like to see the Panthers too win it. I don't want to deal with him and the Buccaneers in the playoffs
because he might get on fire.
You know, the 49ers lose. They end up being the 5th place seed, which means they have to play the NFC South. So they've already lost to the Buccaneers. Now, they're not the same team, but if the Buccaneers win and the 49ers lose, they could be the first playoff game.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So let me quickly show you guys this. Let's end the show today with this because I really don't have much else.
Since your team's winning.
Yeah, Pat McAfee this morning said that he's been getting a lot on social media that white folks think Brock Purdy's dance is cringe. The Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. He said white folk are upset that it's cringe, and I guess they think he looks stupid.
He does look retarded. Look at him. He look all stiff. Look at him.
That's what my wife said.
Like,
He's too stiff.
It's like his shoulder pads are going down like this, so his arms can't move. Look at him.
Can he catch? Well, look at the other player that came in to do it with him. Do the 49ers need dance lessons?
Yes.
There's a lot of good dancers on that.
Well, you know how they always talk crap about the 49ers.
Oh man. If it's working for you and you're winning all the games, do you give up the dance that's
Well, remember Dak Prescott used to do that stupid little hump thing? Big dummy.
So put it, if you guys made it this far, let us know. Should Brock Purdy give up and abandon?
Yes.
Should he abandon it? It's Vince.
Oh, no, but it don't matter. He got a lot of money. He can do what the hell he wants.
100%.
My bad. He could do, if he wants to do a windmill, do a windmill. Head spin. Who cares? Just don't hurt yourself.
So Vince, this is going to be a big year, 2026. This is now like our third or fourth show. We got a pretty good look. You got an amazing house here in the studio, but I do got some goals I wanted to run by with you, because I think of all years in the sport of following boxing and being involved in it in the mix like that, I think this is the one year where I finally started to feel like maybe I'm falling out of love with the sport.
It can happen, because to me, boxing's dying.
So you're not. So I'm not alone in my feeling, because I know I talked to Drew.
Drew's
you can see it. You can see it in Drew's face when he talks about the sport of boxing. We came on YouTube with a lot of passion when we first started.
He'll come back,
and it's fizzled out
big
to
time.
the point where I'm like, I know we could do other things with this YouTube channel, but I'm going to say this. I'm putting it on the record now. I have a goal that I would like to double our subscriber count by the end of 20. And if we just double it, then we're going to continue to talk boxing on this platform.
And baseball, football.
But I wanted to add, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're not only going to talk about boxing, because we will die. Our channel will die.
Yeah.
But it's rough. It's hard. I'm glad you feel the same way. I'm not alone.
And then what I would like to do is on this show, have callers call in and speak your mind about it. When we talk about, let's say we talk about
we'll get that set up.
Raiders.
We'll get that set up.
And I want you to don't cuss, but just talk your mind, because I hate the Raiders. They're garbage. They need to leave Vegas. They need to go play on Boulder Highway over there where UNLV used to play. Get them out of here.
It's funny you say that, because you see that we got the phone feature on this mixer.
Yeah, we could just
so
talk.
All we need is we're gonna need to get a phone line, a Metro PCS slide.
And
you don't want to give your phone number out, your personal phone number out for trolls.
Go get
I'm gonna call that show.
A burner phone.
I'm gonna call Vince's show every at midnight.
I get a burner phone.
To see if he picks up. That'll happen, bro.
I want to hear what people like when they talk crap, or they can correct us right away.
So we'll get it. We're gonna get a phone line. It'll just be strictly for the show. Do not call it off hours. No one will pick up.
And if you want to send money to it, I don't know how they do that.
Thank you to everybody who's donated to the channel all year. We've had some pretty big contributors. Ryan out there, SB, I appreciate it. I mean, some people have been so generous, they've given $100 bombs. I'll let you guys know I shared it with Drew, with my co-host. And Vince, who today I gave him his prize, man. He played along the football picks. He's no longer eligible, but he got a nice little something today.
And it's crazy, because if I go to the casino and bet, I'm going to lose. But here, man, it's like money in the bank.
Exactly. So everything is appreciated. It all goes back to producing more content. We appreciate everybody who's given us anything this year. So any goals on your behalf?
What should we call this? Man Cave Studio?
Ask your Instagram audience right now.
They don't know, man. Everybody just says, because it's Man Cave. We're in a cave. We're in a room.
Well, look at the background. If there's a name, don't put Dos Pendejos in there. That's not the name for the channel.
No, that's his name for this team.
Dos Pendejos.
There it is right there. Trash.
It's a great question. We still don't have an official name.
We need to get a name, because I'm starting to look for sponsors, because we want to make this page jump off.
We're going to add the phone line, get some sponsors.
We're going to do this right.
Get some guests.
And we're going to have guests come in here and interview them. And we're going to do this. And our goal by the end of the year, we're gonna have credentials to go to every fight in Vegas. By the end of the year, that's our goal.
Wow, we put some pretty lofty goals out
Hey,
there.
you got 'em.
You got to, because if you
Yes.
don't have any
No
goals,
goal. What are we gonna do?
you're not going to work. You're just spinning your wheels and you're not working towards something.
And if anybody wants to donate stands, we'll take them. DM me any help, and I'll shout you out on every show. If you got a business, Oak Cliff. I know you got a construction business in Dallas, Oak Cliff. You know I'm from Oak Cliff. Let's keep that Texas love together. I know you love the Raiders. I'll stop talking bad about the Raiders, but he can.
Hey, if the Raiders get that first draft pick, man, it could be a game changer
Cuban,
next
he's
year.
a Cuban, and hopefully
could
him
be
and Rollins can hook up, and then.
You know, it might be the first great thing Tom Brady does as a part owner of.
But I think they're gonna get that kid from Oregon.
Oh man!
'Cause, you know, every time you go this way, they always tank. Look at the Raiders got that number 2 member from LSU.
Yeah.
Look at him. He tanked. And then the owner is so dumb. He listens to their fans. Oh, let's fire the coach. Let's fire this. And he listened to them. They should have kept AP for another year. And give him a quarterback.
You know, I love. They always they talk about top draft busts. Is this year's top draft bust JJ McCarthy of the Vikings?
He just got hurt, man. Look at what he did to my team. We're like taco meat. He shredded us up.
So it's not no LaMarcus.
No, or Ryan Leaf. Can't forget about Ryan.
Oh man. Well, hopefully 2026 is not going to have a class full of busts.
But if I was at Mendoza, I would tell him to ask, if the Raiders draft him, ask to be traded somewhere else like Eli Manning did.
That's awful, bro.
Just the truth. We don't lie here. We tell the truth.
He's keeping it real. He's
Yes.
keeping it 100.
Yes.
Thank you guys, everybody that tuned in. There will be more content this week. I want to do our picks for week 18. I'm going to find out right now if maybe that one works. We're going to test that out just before we get off the air. So we will have more content. If you like it, subscribe and keep the notifications so you know that we're going to do NFL week 18.
And help me on the name for the studio because I want to start the new year off fresh. I know
Yeah.
it's a few days, but remember, hook it up. I got you. I got the surprise for you.
Come up with the name and we'll have that logo made and we'll display it right there on the bottom right hand and give you your due credit. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Dave in the 702, Vince, we're out.
Out of here. Peace out.